Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to Age of Darkness Final Stand. This is a survival city builder that is best described as They Are Billions, but in a grim, dark fantasy theme. The game actually recently received a major update since the Let's Try video I released a few weeks back, including a new hero and a couple of crucial new buildings. I'm excited to try those out. So let's go ahead and jump into a survival game. Now, we will be playing on a normal difficulty, not because I'm weak, but because I'm learning. I haven't actually fulfilled an entire game of Age of Darkness yet, and before I move into Veteran, where I only have 5 saves before I have to kind of just give up and accept that's my final checkpoint, I'd like to have plenty of room to make some mistakes. This leaves room for us to grow in the future and move on to higher difficulties if that's something you guys would like to see. But for now, Baby takes his first steps. This is the new character, Alis Siren, a Queen of Nothing, which is an awesome title, and you gotta admit, that's a pretty cool character art. Alis is a capable melee fighter, but excels through empowering her summoned loyal guards. With a short spear in hand and guards by her side, Alis can enhance the combat capabilities of nearby allies. So, not quite as much of a bruiser one-man army as Edwin, but still quite capable and able to play a supporting role and summon new units. Sounds pretty good. I'm on board. Let's go ahead and jump into this and hope that it's not a horrible disaster. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and pause immediately, assign some people to their hotkeys, and we're going to start exploring the world, looking for choke points, trying to get some sense of what resources are where and how I'm going to be expanding. That is the most important thing. I see we have some trees, which is pretty typical. We have some tiny amount of stone. Not a great deposit. It's debatable to me whether that's even worth the number of workers that we'd have to send over there, but I guess at the end of the day, it's better to have some than none, am I right? There's some nightmares. Let's go ahead and start clearing some of these guys out, get some juicy experience for my hero unit. We want her to be leveling up as quickly as we can. I'm seeing a fair bit of water over here. Now, water is more useful than it used to be because in this latest update, a new food building was added in, the fishing port, which is a little expensive, but does give you a pretty good amount of food. So we'll be taking advantage of that later, I have no doubt. There's also a new trade building, the Trade Bazaar, which is a little bit weird. I'm not totally sure how to use this yet. It has its own separate stockpile that it uses for resources that you'll be able to then trade and sell on the market to get some extra gold production. And how exactly you boost that up is a little bit nebulous to me, so it's kind of a weird situation, but all right, we'll go with it for now. So let's see, our melee characters are currently crushing. Now, we haven't been building anything as far as our economy quite yet, and we're going to need to do that in a moment. Let's go ahead and start retreating some units because we want to build our first lumber mill now that I have 300 gold. I could place it over here for 12. That's pretty terrible. 18 is solid, though. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Let's go ahead and place down a lumber mill over here worth 18 lumber per cycle. Happy with that. And keep exploring. Now, I don't want to get too far away from my main base. I'm just looking for places I'll be able to set down some walls, just set it and forget it, knowing what real estate that I have protected and which gaps I'm going to have to be able to plug with a whole load of bodies. That's kind of the idea. Not seeing much that is usable over here, like a very wide open choke point over here. Usable, just like not great, just not great. Over here, however, very narrow, very simple, very easy to use. We like it. Let's go ahead and place down a couple of dwellings. These dwellings are going to allow me to start generating some extra gold, as well as some excess workers who I'll be able to use for producing my resources. This area is looking actually even better defended over here, another choke point area we can use. So if I were to set up some walls right here, for example, that's easy access to a lot more trees. And it actually stays narrow for a while longer, and there is a small iron deposit. Iron is good, not crucial to get in the early game, but it's good to know where it is. We're going to need it at some point. Units doing okay, just keeping an eye on their health. They seem fine. Let's use our archers to go ahead and clear some guys out. And actually, am I seeing correctly that there is nothing over here at all? Okay, so what I've learned is that this entire area is actually already clear. So as long as we can wall up this area safely, this whole spot is free land for me. That's going to be a lot of free food with the water, plus a lot of free lumber. It's not useful right away, but at some point it is going to be. Let's go ahead and move up this direction, see what's going on over here. We will need to place down some food generation pretty soon. If we can get a little bit more wood, I'd love that. Let's go ahead and leave behind a unit just so we can keep an eye on it. I want to go ahead and place that down as soon as we have our next tick. because more food is going to be necessary if we want to continue getting more dwellings, more population, so on and so forth. Although, since I have some extra workers and I have a fair bit of gold, maybe we should just go ahead and place down a second lumber yard. 12 is still not very exciting, if I'm honest, but okay. At least it's currently easily defendable. It's kind of the best that I can do right now. Not very excited about it. Let's see, what else is over here? Looks like this area does join up, so we know that this is going to be a choke point. What about over here? Mostly fine. Let's go ahead and place down that farm I was talking about. We can put you right here, for example, and that'll be fine.
With me.
A little bit of extra food, more dwellings, all good. Now remember, with your food buildings, if you build something in their radius after they've already been placed, it does reduce their effectiveness. So you still need to kind of leave those areas completely devoid of any structures if you want to get the maximum benefit. The good news is we'll be able to get rid of those food huts at some point in favor of some more efficient farms later. Now, this is a very defensible little choke point right here, quite the bottleneck. Let's go ahead and back up over there. Keep charging forward, I suppose. That's fine. There's my farm. Let's go ahead and place down some additional dwellings. Get that gold production up and running as quick as we can. Doing fine so far as just, you know, kiting back and forth, making sure that we are clearing out some enemies. My hero still hasn't leveled up yet, and it's almost the end of day 1. Now, that is not good. We do want to get that level up. Good news is there are enough enemies over here that as long as we don't lose anybody, this should be a level up for my hero. Now, this area, again, plenty of water over here. So if we can control, let's say, this spot and this spot, then this whole area could become protected real estate for me as well. Okay, no, that's good. There's my level up. All right, so now we have access to Loyal Command. Spawn a loyal guard to fight for the Queen of Nothing. This is a free unit. I mean, he has an upkeep, and I can't control him. He keeps following the hero around, but it's just extra DPS. And also an extra body to soak up some damage. I mean, that's pretty good. We like that. An Elite Nightmare has been discovered. Okay. I'm pretty sure the way this works is the Elite Nightmare rests inside of the crystal during the day and only emerges at night. So as long as we avoid this area during the night, we'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Let's just go ahead and back her on up. And he doesn't chase you very far either, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to need a lot more units if we want to actually take that guy down. I am currently capped out on my gold. Now, that is dumb, and I should not be allowing that. Let's go ahead and get a bunch more dwellings set up. And I kind of feel like we need to go ahead and set up a quarry, like, now. We don't quite have enough wood, but we're very close. By the time that we have this next gold tick, I'd love to be down here to set up a quarry right away. All right, so it is nighttime. During the night, enemies can start trickling towards you. It'll just spawn some small little groups. That said, I'm not feeling too threatened by them yet, but that's one reason why you do want to get walls. First night, I think, is usually fairly calm. Not that big of a deal. I say that, and then, well, lo and behold, a building's under attack. Where? Oh, right here. Hello, where'd you come from? I actually have no idea how this guy slipped by me, but all right, let's go ahead and kill him. Melee units, go ahead and get back down over here. We need to keep exploring over here and see what's going on. We'll be able to finish this guy off, no problem, I'm sure. He won't do any real damage. We just have to repair this sucker. It doesn't even slow down my production, I don't think. There we go. No problem. Oh, hang on. And we have another thing that is immediately attacking in this direction. All right, you know how I said that the first night doesn't have anyone trickling towards you, really? Turns out I was wrong. I was dead wrong. There are plenty more. Silly me. What do I know? All right. So we want to place down another farm because we need more food production. Unfortunately, I can't take advantage of fish until I can stack up 100 wood, which is a bit of a lot. You kind of have to have a storehouse in order to make that work. By the way, I like that there's new art around the farms. That's kind of cool looking. Sweet. Anyway, regardless, more food. It's going to be nice. We have plenty of workers right now. This quarry is going to be pretty solid. 10 stone per cycle is good. Let's go ahead and start moving you up over here because we're going to take advantage of this thing as well in a little bit. Although, actually, I think it's already in range, so never mind. Maybe I don't care. I'll just go ahead and place you here. 6 stone. It's okay. So we're going to be able to get 16 stone per cycle. And each resource has their own different cycle time, so stone's a little bit slower to get than anything else. But we don't need a ton of stone early on. It's just the sooner I can get some, generally speaking, the better. I would like to get one more lumber yard, because so far my lumber production is acceptable, but we can definitely improve it a fair bit. So we'll do that in a little while. I'm seeing plenty of good trees that we can make use of over here. Actually, you know what's even better? Let's go ahead and move someone over here. And yeah, we can just set one up over here. This area is already safe. We know that. You know, we know that for sure, so no problem. Now, I love seeing that there's plenty of trees and some water and stuff protecting this area, so this will be a good choke point for me. Another point of interest has been discovered. Excellent. So that's another resource cache we'll be able to take advantage of. Dangerous to attack that during the night, but there we go. 22? Heck yes. That's going to take care of me for a while. Plenty of wood generation. I'm a little bit worried about you. You are getting a little too far forward. Can we take out this ranged unit before he kills this guy? He's going to snipe him. I know he is. There we go. There we go. We're all right. Now, I do not like seeing that there is a Wraith right here. He's going to explode and cause some horrify in a moment. Back up, back up. There we go. All right. Didn't want to get horrified. That is a debuff that gets applied to your units that makes them move very slowly and attack with less power. The only way to get rid of it is to bring them all the way back to my keep, which I would really rather not do. We need some additional houses. Let's go ahead and place down a couple there. Actually, maybe not right here because I'm pretty sure that would prevent me from walking, so we can't do that. But I can go ahead and place an extra dwelling here and here, for example. Unfortunately, we are now out of food, but that gets me enough workers to survive for a good long while, so I feel pretty decent about it. Now what I feel like I need is more stone. Where the heck am I going to find another stone deposit? So far, we haven't found any. Except for, no, that's not even a stone deposit. We have no other stone deposits. There's got to be one down over here or something, right? It's one of the only areas we haven't properly explored. There's another point of interest. Hello. Okay, daybreak has fallen, which means the enemies no longer are quite as dangerous. Still dangerous, though, don't get me wrong. Do not get complacent. By a love of all things that are holy, do not get complacent in this game. We have too much wood and nothing really to spend it on yet. Except for more wood, which I don't want. Food would probably be good. I guess we'll just go ahead and have to set this up over here. Not quite what I wanted. Maybe we can set up over here instead. Yeah, that'll be fine. I prefer not to do that. I'd prefer to leave them far away from my keep, but oh well. So I'm going to have to now worry about a special enemy that is going to do some artillery rounds with Horrify. Send the hero in first. And then now everyone can jump in on this. Watch out for the melee characters, because I need to be able to pull them back. Dang it. All right, Horrified hit. So now we need to pull back. Use my archers to peel for them. And these guys, you can see, are now exceptionally slow. But we took out a fairly large enemy, which is surprising. Keep you back here. Let's go ahead and move you guys all the way back to the keep. And where is that farm? Almost done. Good. We'll be able to place down some more housing. We need to explore more up over here, too. There's a lot we need to do. I don't like the positioning I'm seeing on so much of this right now. One thing I'll go ahead and do is place, let's say, a gate up over here. We're going to wall this area off, and I'm hoping that we can clear this area out sufficiently that I can let this be one major choke point and ignore this for the time being. Because I don't actually want to fight over this right now. It's not really worth it to me. Getting capped out on gold, again, not good, not good. Don't want to do that. Fortunately out of wood now, but nonetheless, got some walls set up. Let's try to clear out some of these guys, then we'll pull back, let them come to me. Don't go chasing after new ones. And are you guys going to get rid of your Horrify? They're almost done, and there they go. Now they're back up to full strength. Good. All right, archers stay behind. Melee units, get up over here. We have to go exploring. With this excess of wood, I guess, one, we place down an extra wall like so. Then I'm going to send the hero over here and do the exact same thing in this general area. Since I have plenty of gold that I'm currently sitting on and not sufficiently spending. We'll do this. Wall and wall. There we go. Now I'm going to need to train up some new units, and that's going to take a training hall. Now we do have enough stone to do that, so we probably should prioritize that next. Let's stock up the rest of our wood and another round of gold. Once I get both of these ticks, we'll go ahead and work on that. Now, with the new Trade Bazaar building, you actually want to place all of your military buildings in one general area if you can, because it actually increases the training speed, weirdly enough. And we are just barely shy on our gold. Oh, that sucks. All right. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and place down some additional housing. And that will get me up to exactly the 450 that I'm looking for, so I can place that. Perfect. Okay.
Precisely.
Anyway, the point is, you want to have all that in one good spot. So I'm thinking I'll make this into military infrastructure headquarters, and we'll place a trade bazaar right in the middle. Now, the trade bazaar, I think, also benefits from being next to resource deposits. Could be wrong on that. It's a little bit nebulous to me exactly how that works, but nonetheless. So there's the 450. Now I can place you. Let's go ahead and place, let's say, right over here, I guess. It'll be fine. Leave an alleyway for people to be able to walk around. We don't want to have our units trapped behind a wall of our own buildings. That would be silly. If we get in here and kill a lot of stuff, we could probably get up to level 3. Let's get up another guard since ours died. That's a fair bit of extra damage. And actually, the guards and the hero appear to have some sort of piercing damage. They hit units all behind each other, which is pretty awesome. All right, let's get over here then. Kill off some of these range units. Should be fine here. Not feeling too worried about my archers. They give us a fairly decent starting fighting force in this game. It's really not too bad. Not too bad. I'd like to get some more food. Decent isn't exactly going to cut it. But it's the best I can do without moving units around, so sure, we'll do that for now. Unit's still alive and kicking. No problem so far. Let's get down over here and assign you to hotkey 6, because I'm going to want to be able to constantly train up new units. At least I hope I can. Now, we were damaged on this wall, but I'm not seeing any damage over there now, so we're fine. We need to train up a couple of units. And this is almost done. Let's train up an archer. Now, archers take a fair bit of gold and, weirdly enough, stone. I don't think I understand why stone is needed in order to train up archers, but it is. So, like, all right. It's one reason it's good to have plenty of excess stone, am I right? One other thing I would love to get pretty early on is a storehouse. Now, I think storehouses can improve... Whoa, hello. Can improve the productivity of your working buildings. So we should probably place one, like, right over here, for example. Now, a storehouse is going to cost me more gold, more stone, and more wood. One more of each tick would be sufficient to take care of that.
With me.
We are going to clear this area out. It's going to take me a little while because I think that there's probably nothing over here, and this would be just free real estate for me if I can secure a choke point over here. But there are quite a few units. Level 3, we now have access to Queen's Rage. Increases units' attack speed by 15% and saps 30% of their max health. The hero gains 10% health for each unit lost during that duration. Probably stacks up well with losing the loyal guards. But otherwise, might be more of a, like, desperate play, or maybe if you're behind walls and you can afford to do lots of damage safely behind walls, maybe that would make sense. I don't know. Anyway, this is all just a load of free territory. Love what I'm seeing there. Ooh, I actually do also need to upgrade you. I can afford to wait for this tick to be done, I think, but barely. So let's keep moving over this direction.
That's mine.
Yeah, I don't want to waste all these resources. One more tick of each of these before I get stone would be kind of a huge loss for me. I do need to upgrade this keep. I know I can do that. If it looks desperate, I will. A wooden workshop would be good to get some tech as well, but there we go. Now we're maxed out on a bunch of stuff. Perfect, though. By placing this here, we should be able to boost up our farms as well as some wood and some stone production. Oh, hello. We appear to have run into a large group of enemies. But so far, we're kind of holding ourselves without any issues, so we're all right. Keep moving forward. Keep attacking things. Don't stop. Good spot for a wall, by the way. I think this is going to be end up where we make our stand. Probably. Actually, it's an even better choke point up ahead. Huh. Every time I think that I found a good spot to settle down, it turns out there's a lot more. Although these are some upgraded enemies that can do a lot of damage, so be wary of that. But one fun fact about fighting all these enemies is our units do get empowered. Or, I'm sorry, I think the proper term is emboldened. And emboldened units are immune to Horrify, as well as do extra damage, and I think take less damage as well. So, we want our fighting units to get strong and fight these strong guys as quickly as we can. That's actually one thing that's great about playing with Edwin as your hero, because he does embolden your units pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get another loyal commander, or guard, I guess, since he died. That's just basically free damage and or extra tanking. I love that. That's a huge iron... Oh, my God. Run. Huge iron deposit over here. Absolutely massive. And these guys are fast and scary. All right, turn around and hit them. Go. I do not like seeing this. Whoop, back up. Oh, God. Okay, hang on. Back
I'm
away, back
2
away.
steps
I need a
ahead of
hero to stay behind and do a lot of this heavy lifting for me. This guy will die. Oop, back up. All right, fine. These guys can kill your heroes. They're pretty strong, and they can absolutely wreck your melee units as well with that bombardment and the horrify effect. Yeah, see how much damage they're doing? Ridiculous. But we cleared you out. Okay, that's good. Good. All right, so we have a storehouse, which means I'm now able to store up a lot of excess resources. That's going to be very good. We need to train up a couple more archers, I think. One over here for now would be good. Actually, we'll just move you down here because we've already cleared this area out, and there's another guy attacking me. All right. I need to send some of these guys home, but I also need to set up some walls before we leave. So let's see. There's enemies too close by. We can clear these guys out real quick, I think. The horrify is really unfortunate, though. The good news is we didn't actually lose any units, so we're okay so far. And that's actually a massive stone deposit, too. Good lord. This side of the map actually has some good stuff to work with. I love it. Well, we'll have to come back to that a little bit later, though. Come on, clear these guys out. Thank you. All right, now we can place down a gate and a wall and a wall. All right, back her on up. We'll probably do the same thing over here. As much as I would love to have the gate way up over here, I don't think I can secure that with that many enemies, so we're just going to have to accept that this is going to be a very large and expensive wall. Something like this. The good news is we are stashing up enough resources that I can afford to just go ahead and build up said walls, so we'll do that. Okay, so this is going to be a very good defensible location. One army over here can quickly react to 2 gates. I like that. Now we're going to get down over here and get ready to do the exact same sort of thing. Let's see. A new archer being located right over here is good. One located over here is good. That clears that out. We can repair. All right. Whoa! Enemies! 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 Hello! How did these guys get down here? I don't know, but they did, and they're going to destroy these houses super duper fast. Well, that sucks. Good news is I'm not desperate for any more workers in order to survive this. Bad news is this is obviously a pretty serious gap in my defenses. Now, we already knew that. That's why I was on my way to defend it. Every night, like I said, they can send a small trickle of enemies after you. Now, I think that the keep cannot repair, so I'm going to go ahead and defeat that first. Okay, clear that out. We should be able to save these houses if we're quick. There we go. All right, repair all those. We're fine. All is well. We are fine. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Don't worry. All is well. So where are we going to send these archers? Answer, right up over here. All right, you need to get over to the keep. Can't forget about that. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and place down a wall like this for now so we don't have a repeat of that exact incident. I need more gold, but that's fine. And this archer is now no longer horrified. Good.
Ahead.
All right. So is this really going to come down to us only having 4 checkpoints? There's one over here, too. Not checkpoints, sorry. Choke points. Yeah, I think it is, actually. 4 choke points is pretty good. That's definitely workable. No problem. No problem at all. Let's go ahead and place down some additional walls like that. And like this. And let's move the archer so I have vision because I want to see what we're doing. Place you there. There we go.
I'm on it.
Okay. Need a lot more gold production, unfortunately. Send an archer over here just so we can guard that area.
Very well.
And I'd love to get up to level 4 on my hero soon. But we're not quite there yet, I'm afraid. We're not quite ready to finish emboldening a lot of these units either. We can afford to get our housing back. We're going to need that for sure. So let's go ahead and build a couple more of those out. Now, another thing we can do is go for some unit upgrades, which is not half bad for us, actually. We can go for upgrades, let's say, to health for my melee units, which I do like. We can go for a boost to the vision and range of our archers, which could be very good, and I like that a lot. But notice, by picking that up, we've locked ourselves out of 2 other talents, and we can't go for tactical level 2. Not that I cared about that, but these are now the only 2 other options. So be careful about how you pick that. I just think that having a good, strong, healthy front line with lots of range for your archers who can sit behind multiple layers of walls are pretty good. That's my personal opinion on that, but you know, we might very well find out that I'm wrong on that and they're terrible and I'm a horrible person. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything up over here, by the way. I'm not even sure if there are. Maybe. We wanted to train an archer, but I need to save up some money because the next thing I need to go for is a wooden workshop. And that's going to take me 400 wood to pull that off. Sorry, 400 gold and a fair bit more wood. Ooh, also some more stone over here. That's good to know. Is this area open? It looks like it is. Darn, I was hoping this was going to be a little alcove of nothingness. So that's 400 gold. Now what we need to do is place down the wooden workshop, which, without more vision, is kind of hard to place, but this seems acceptable to me. We'll do that. That's where we're going to start researching our next round of tech, but of course we need to have a lot of gold to make that work. So we don't need to wall this area off unless I want to try and defend some extra stone production. Now, at this stage of the game, believe it or not, I don't think I need to go for the extra stone production. It's just an option. I'm going to go ahead and boost up the health of my soldiers now. But, like, until we get a market bazaar where I can start selling off excess stone, why go for more stone production? Right now, we're getting more than I can use. At least until I want to get myself another training ground. But I don't have the gold to justify that either. So forget that for the moment. All right, so this is all looking completely acceptable. Let's go move over here and continue clearing out some more space this way. Unless we want to go and try getting some stone. Oh, sorry, not stone. Some iron. Which actually is tempting. I might do that.
Yes.
Let's send an archer up this direction. We'll be able to place down another farm if I want it, plus get some iron production going. That could be useful. Takes a long time to get a meaningful amount of iron. Long time. So the sooner we get started on that, probably the better. Let's go ahead and place down a couple more of these dwellings, like so. And where is that other archer? There you are. You're doing fine. We will train an archer and send you down over this direction. Because again, you want to have at least one for every area. It's not enough to deal with a large wave, but the little tiny trickling mobs, yeah, no problem. We can handle that. So, here's the thing. I don't actually like the idea of placing a gate here, as fun as that is, because I won't be able to fit very many tower defenses. I want a bottleneck here to slow them down and place plenty of ballista towers over here. So what I'm probably going to do, actually, is set up a gate more like this. I think that's going to end up being a better spot for me. Yeah, I stand by that. I think that's the right call. All right, you guys get over here. Let's find more enemies. Bathe in the blood of mine enemies. Need some more gold in order to get the iron producing. We'll be able to do that momentarily. There is our wooden workshop. Now I need a lot of gold. Does take a while, though. I mean, in that way, this game is exactly the same as They Are Billions. Like, it just takes forever to get a good amount of gold. All right, another farm taken care of, and now we are good to go. Start clearing out some more enemies. Go, go, go. We have at least one emboldened unit, by the way. That's nice. Oh, right. Let's also go ahead and get our loyal guard. We need to make sure we always have one of those up. And is this a choke point or a dead end? If it's a dead end, that's great for me. Night is approaching once again. No, it is a choke point. All right, that's fine. Would have liked to have had a lot more space, but that's fine. Not a big deal. All right, so you have boosted the stone production up to 22 right here. My God. This really is quite solid. Unfortunately, it doesn't boost up your food production, which would be nice, but that's a lot of wood and a lot of stone that I'm pulling in right now. Holy crud. Well, knowing that that's the case, we could place down some towers. That takes some gold, not stone. Yeah, stone, you need it early on, but you don't really need it that badly afterwards. That's the problem. Oh, we are getting swarmed up real good here. I still think we're sort of okay, but it's pushing it. You definitely can't stay here because the range units are going to kill you. But we're getting a lot of these guys down. There we go, there we go. We've got 3 iron production. Ooh boy, what a bounty. It's gonna be really game changing, ain't it? Let's back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Taking too much damage, taking too much damage. I don't like what I'm seeing with this guy. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So with all this extra resource, we could go ahead and learn about lodges, and I think I will. Because then I can start upgrading my houses, and I'll be able to get extra gold production. Let's also keep in mind the next thing I probably should work on is an upgrade for my fort. Because we are going to need this in order to build any Tier 2 structures. What is currently being damaged that I cannot repair? Nothing over here. Is it over here? Ah, there it is. Let's go ahead and clear this guy out. And we'll be able to move one of these guys over to this gate and the other to the other gate, and we're fine. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and do a repair. You guys are in good shape. Go ahead and keep pushing. And yeah, so it's going to take a little while to research all of this. One more tick of gold, which is coming up very soon, and we can go for an upgrade. I'm wasting a lot of resources right now, but gold is kind of the kicker right now, isn't it? There's the upgrade. We're going to need that in order to place down anything. Whoa, hello. Okay, found a fair number of enemies over here. We're going to go ahead and start pulling back just so we don't have to keep drawing more. That's the problem with killing all these guys, is you keep pushing yourself forward, and then all of a sudden, you keep drawing new attacks, and now you just keep biting off more than you can chew. Who wants to worry about any of that? There we go, there we go. Let's make sure we take this range unit down before he snipes me down. There we go, good, good, good. That's another big chunk taken care of. We're almost level 4 on my hero, which is kind of maximum as far as getting abilities anyway. We're going to lose our guard here pretty soon. There's the elite, by the way. Frickin' heck. Nope. 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 I ain't dealing with that guy. Not until I have much, much, much stronger armies than that. Thank you very much. So I can upgrade workshops, but we need to finish the braced keep. We're working on that. The next thing I'd like to get probably is the farm, because that gets me a lot of extra food compared to these food huts.
Fall before me.
I guess we should just go ahead and do some unit upgrades, because I really have nothing else to do with this right now. I'm going to go for momentum. And we need stone for everything else. But like at 28 stone when I'm not using any of it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I'm just tired of wasting resources, you know? It's just too much. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. Unless we want to build some extra storehouses, which we could do. Are you not going to shoot this guy? No? You don't feel like helping? All right. No, that's fine. I mean, whenever you're ready. You know what? You help when you feel like it. That's a change of pace. All right, let's get ourselves a new guard. He'll be soaking up some damage. And let's make sure this guy doesn't die. It's a pretty dangerous night so far, honestly. We're fighting much stronger enemies. You could consider these to be basically the level 2 nightmares. They're extra glowy, extra phantasmic, you know what I mean? You please move forward. Are you going to do anything? There we go. Let's go ahead and do the repairs. You should be shooting him. You'll be fine. Perfect. All right. So now we have a braced keep, right? Perfect. So we can start upgrading these. It does take some food to do. And I also need to get that farm going. But we can afford to get one. It's not great. What you really like to do with that is it's nice to place down those houses when you're in a position where you don't have a lot more space to work with and you need to build tall. You know what I mean? That's kind of the better way to go. But in the meantime, I think this is where we're going to be ending up this particular video. So we are fully walled off. The question now is, can we defend what we have walled off? And do I have enough room to continue getting a lot more resources? The answer is yes. But what I really need is a heck of a lot more gold. Heck of a lot more gold. But the upgrade for the keep is certainly going to help with a lot of that. And a farm means I can continue getting a lot more upgraded dwellings. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed and you're looking forward to this series. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.